Oh, it's such a nice day for a picnic.
Yeah, I just hope a emo hedgehog with a motorcycle doesn't run through here.
What?
Do you mean a motorcycle? It's not a motorcycle.
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah, but if you were driving a motorcycle, you wouldn't run through here. You would be driving through here.
I reckon you're right. Oh gosh, oh my goodness!
Oh, shit. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm the ultimate life form. I need to go this way. Mr. Ultimate Life Form, do you want some lemonade? Get off of my motorcycle. Yeah, I just really wish Finley could understand my advances. Wait, watch out! Ah!
Huh?
Sorry about that, y'all. Bye!
My coffee!
Oh, don't worry, Perla. I can just make you another one. It's fine. I know, but ever since that portal opened up, everything's just been so weird here lately. You're probably confused as hell on what's going on. Well, let me tell you. It all started when... Hey guys. A bit of a different video from me, which I say every time I don't make a Project Sekai video, but it correlates pretty well with my project announcement next week, so I figured I'd try something new. I've been watching a butt ton of Athena P and Chazington, and they do a lot of commentaries, so it's been inspiring me to do them as well. This video is obviously more inspired by the Athena P side, but still, both of them non-stop help. This is a disclaimer. Please keep in mind that even though WildManes is obviously for a younger audience, my channel is for people 13 or older. I may say some bad words, so it's not my problem if your guardian gets mad at you for watching this video, so hopefully we're good. Okay, so WildManes is a lot of things. It's an animated series, a Roblox game, and a toy line, and it's all about horses. WildManes is usually considered a My Little Pony ripoff, and I can see that, but it's pretty different. Either way, I'm going to make a lot of My Little Pony references because I love it, and the only reason I watch this show, besides what I'll mention later, is because I like My Little Pony, I like horses. The animated series, produced by Epic Story Media, awesome name by the way, includes, I don't know how to say this, there's 40 5-minute episodes, not like 45-minute episodes, 40 episodes that are 5 minutes long. I could have just said that the whole time. In my script, I was like, make sure this is clear, and that was really struggle. That was a really struggling thing to do for some reason. There are 40 episodes that are 5 minutes that are posted to both WildManes YouTube channel and Peacock. At the time of posting this video, only up to episode 33 is posted onto the YouTube channel, but apparently, just learned this while researching, all 40 episodes are on Peacock, and I didn't know until now. So, of course, I would really like to watch all the episodes, but I don't have a Peacock subscription, and I'm not getting one just for this video. Sorry. Most of the episodes that are posted to YouTube also have older episodes attached to it, which makes it kind of hard to navigate, but I understand it's probably to keep kids for watching longer. I will get into way more depth with the section about the episodes. It's mostly gonna be about the show, this video, don't worry. Now on to the Roblox game. WildManes Roleplay Philly Life, published by Jack Specific and Freeground, is a Roblox game where you can be a horse or a human leading a horse. You cannot ride the horses. That is unacceptable. In WildManes, I think the town is Wild. I wrote WildManes in my script. It's Wild, where the show takes place. You can complete quests for the other horses, which usually relate to cooking, to level up their friendship level. Doing that will give you more customization to your horse, and the game also sometimes has UGC events, user-generated content, where you can actually give stuff to your Roblox avatar. As well as game-exclusive characters, which we'll get more into later. The toy line, produced by Jack Specific, features basically all the horses in the series, as well as one toy-exclusive horse, which, again, I will get to later. These are articulate horse dolls that can hold things and also have really intricate accessories and carts. That's all I'm gonna say for now. Now, all of these are kind of intertwined, and I think it's pretty genius to release it all at once. The toys feed into the game and show, the game will feed to the toys and show, and the show will feed into the game and toys. It's pretty cool to me. It's definitely been done before, but I just think it's pretty cool. I'm just not sure how much it's working, considering I've never seen the Roblox game have more than 100 players, and the YouTube views just don't seem good enough to me. But I don't know how much the toys are selling, or how numbers do on Peacock, so I don't know. I hope things go well for it, assuming the creators are good, but either way, that's not going to stop me from talking about it. So, finally, let's talk about the show. So again, every episode of WildManes is 5 minutes, and even though that's not a lot of time, I still feel like they usually pack a lot of things into it. Usually the show will start with like a problem currently happening, and Coco, who is basically the main character, will talk to us. She knows about us. We're her horse pals. And she'll say things like, I bet you're wondering how this happened. Well, it all started when... And then the WildManes intro plays. It's very short. When I did my intro, that was the intro of WildManes. I used it. It'll then flash back to whatever happened earlier, and then the story would be played from the beginning to end like normal. And at that point that it showed in the first part, instead of Coco saying like, I bet you're wondering what happened, because then that would be like a time loop and that would be bad. She'll say something like, glad you're all cut up now, and then the story will continue until the problem is solved. Now you would think that this would be like a one-time thing, but literally most of the episodes are in this format, which brings me to... Now, while Coco, Bailey, Cherie, and Candi are kind of like the main four, they show up in the intro, like in the screenshot, they're on all of the singles, because they have music, they're on all of the singles. Really, Coco is the main horse. She appears in literally every episode, I'm pretty sure, which could not be said for every horse else. She is a pretty brown horse with blue eyes, and her hair is a darker brown with quote-unquote blue streaks, even though it's obviously green. Like, I mean, that's green. She also has a pink bandana on her head, which I think is very cute. Personality-wise, she's a bit nosy, but overall she's very kind, caring, and seems like a pretty good role model, which I'd say, like, basically all these horses are. There's not really a mean character. There's no villain. They just all be chilling. Yeah. Sorry. She's also a barista, and while I don't like coffee or anything like hot drink, I also just don't like the taste of coffee, she's still one of my favorite horses. Also, I love her green streak that you cannot convince me is blue. Stop lying. It's green. It's like mint coffee. She makes mint coffee. Like, I don't understand. Even on the toy it looks blue. It's green. I hate this lying show. With that being said, she definitely knows of our existence, like I've said. She'll talk to us almost every episode, calling us her horse pals again, and while I would say, with all that power, I'm glad I'm on her good side, like, if she did anything bad, I literally don't think Coco is capable of that. She's too kind and oblivious to do, like, anything evil, like, on purpose. She has power that seemingly no other horse has, besides maybe Candi, but Coco just uses it to talk to us and catch us up on the story, and I think that's sweet. I don't really, like, we're her horse pals. I don't know if we're actually horses. Like, I don't know how she sees it. I guess it's horse. But, like, are we there? And we just, like, show up? And then she, like, talks to us to catch us up while there's, like, crazy stuff happening? I don't know. Like, I have no idea where to put that. I can't make a theory on it. It's too confusing. And my brain hurt. I can't figure it out. There must be something wrong with the flower! So, Cherie is also seemingly part of this main four, but honestly, at this point, she's used as much as every other character that isn't Coco. She's a brown horse, too, with green eyes and white and yellow hair. Also, I never mentioned but that the streaks mean something with a part of their personality, and hers definitely fits her. She's so compassionate and generous to other horses, which comes at a cost to her own self. She works as a tea and macaron sales horse. How do they say it? I don't actually know how to say macaroon. Can you, like, can I hear it?
Macaron.
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 Pronunciation? Do I want? What's a British?
Macaron.
Ew, let's not do the British. Let's do American.
Macaron.
Macaron. This is what Google says. We don't like Google, but, we trust. I don't know. Cherie is a tea and macaron sales horse. I don't exactly know what you'd call that, but that's her job. She takes her job so seriously. Like, in almost every episode that she has a problem in, it's about her overworking herself to bake and sell her macarons. Like, seriously, this girl needs a break. Apparently others try forcing her to take a break in one episode, but she just does not budge until they take her cart to the beach. So she has to go to the beach and retrieve it, and she thinks it's being stolen. But only then does she actually take a break since she's at the beach. So, I hope, like, she actually has break days and she's not working every day. Cause, like, the only other problem I've seen her have is accidentally put salt into macarons instead of sugar. But literally all her problems revolve around her work. I don't know. I really hope Cherie takes a break because it's ridiculous.
Too old to play.
Candi is a white horse with pink eyes and varying shades of pink in her hair. She's basically a pink horse. While she works at the carnival, and yes, there's a carnival in this town, she also sells sweet treats to everyone, namely cotton candy, which makes sense. That is kind of like not at all explored in the show, but it's like stated in the toys and in the Wikipedia page for her. But that's just mostly because she's a cool and epic vlogger, and it's really cool. And I feel like because of the vlog aspect, because I don't even know who makes vlogs anymore, she should definitely be my least favorite character. Like, she's just an insert how do you do fellow kids character, but honestly, she's not that bad. At least not as bad as a different horse, but we'll get to her later. Oh, I never mentioned, all horses female. No male horse except maybe in the screenshot, but we never see them. Don't add male horses to WildManes. We don't need them. We don't need them. I like this better. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. In one of the videos that's posted on the WildManes YouTube channel, she tells us that she's the youngest out of all of them, and that completely makes sense because she's just got that naive energy, but it's hard for me to hate her. Like, literally, the only thing she's done wrong is film people without permission, and I know that sounds like really, really bad, but I know that Candi has, like, no malicious intent, unlike the people who actually do this in real life. Candi also just learns not to do it anymore, which is better than I've seen other people in real life do. Also, she put herself in danger for that content, but she has never put anyone in danger from what I remember, so I don't think she's that bad. Well, actually, she did. Well, she wasn't paying attention, but her Ferris wheel, like, went rampant, but she wasn't paying attention, and I've seen no one get on that Ferris wheel, so I guess it's fine. I don't know. We'll get to that episode later. Bailey is like a tannish horse, with pink eyes and blonde hair with purple accents. I looked at the wiki page, but again, I don't agree with some of the colors that they say it is, so, but I'm also bad with colors, so maybe that's why. She also has freckles, which is cute. I love Applejack. I love Applejack's design because of her freckles, and I love stealing that for my own characters. I also really like Bailey's visor. Basically, Bailey sells fruit next to the beach, she surfs, and she does volleyball tournaments. She's beach girl. I'm honestly not sure what else to say about her. She appears as much as everyone, but she never really does anything noteworthy. When she does, though, Bailey has a real case of, I'm going to go to the surfing dictionary and say all the surfing words in there, even when something bad is going on. She is like surfer stereotype, and I don't really think that's a fun character trait, especially when that's really... No, she's nice, but like... I used to really hate it at the beginning, but now it's just like nothing. That's just Bailey. She gets better as the season goes on, but she just doesn't do anything really of note. I don't know. Sorry if you really like her. She's fine. Like, she's not bad. I can't. I just don't like the surfing puns or whatever. And I mean, I don't hate any of these characters, but she's definitely my least favorite. Sorry, Bailey stans that exist. Now we're on to the technical side characters, I guess. Perla, aka the Hatsune Miku horse, because she looks like my Hatsune Miku. I think it, you think it, we think it. We're we're having fun here. She's a white horse with blue eyes, as well as blue hair with purple streaks. She seems to be a very nice horse who encourages other horses when they're down. She's also apparently a hostess, which I didn't really know until looking into it, but it makes sense because she has this giant... Would caravan be the right word? I might accidentally call it a caravan. Clubhouse trailer. They call it a trailer, so I guess I'm just gonna call it a trailer. She has this giant trailer with like things like a water fountain, a disco ball, speakers, like it's like a party trailer. It's and sometimes they'll go in there for episodes. I seriously don't know how she carries that thing around. It just seems way bigger on the inside than the outside too. I don't know how she's doing that. Outside of her job, I guess. Honestly, I don't think anyone gets paid in this universe, but they still like work, so I don't really know. She seems to be some sort of celebrity. Like, they don't confirm this in the show or anything, but the general aura around her and the way other horses act around her make me feel like she has some sort of star power. Even when she's not around, characters, namely Coco and I think Finley or maybe Bailey, feel their hooves tingle when she's about to be at the same place that they are. Like, there's gotta be something with that. Or maybe... Anyway. Dreamer is a brown horse with brown eyes and peanut butter and jelly hair. She's apparently a slumber party host, which makes sense with her namesake. And I think every episode where they sleep over, she's there. Dreamer is very soft-spoken, but very sweet, and she's definitely one of my favorites. With all that about Dreamer being said, she's definitely a genie. Like, no shot she's not a genie. She definitely has magical powers. Unlike My Little Pony, none of these horses are unicorns or pegasi or alicorns, and I guess they're not earth ponies either. But in the episode Best Wishes, Coco rubs a lamp and Dreamer comes out of it. But now she's named Esperanza Anna Maria Octavia Isabella Valentina Marina. Or Gertie. That's what she tells her to call her. She grants Coco wishes, like, for example, her being able to fly. But, I mean, it all quickly goes awry, but apparently it was all just a dream. Because Coco wakes up and tells Dreamer her dream, and Dreamer's like, thankfully that was all just a dream. And then there was a levitating book. There was a levitating book that disappeared, and Dreamer winked at the camera. She's like, she's magic. She's a genie. She's a genie. Also, if she winked at us, she probably knows about our existence. Unless she just winked to, like, nothing, that's more cause for concern. I don't know. Dreamer's strange, but we like Dreamer. Tilly is a dark brown horse with green eyes, as well as yellow and periwinkle, wink for the project, hair. She's apparently a tennis star. We never see her do that, I don't think, but she's definitely just an all-around athlete. Tilly is apparently very competitive, but honestly, when they show it as a bad trait, it just kind of makes me sad in a way. Obviously, it's not nice to brag if you're putting others down, and her bragging does seem to bother other horses, but it's more of like an, oh, you're so annoying way, instead of a, Tilly is always going to be better than me, I give up way. I mean, Tilly is still always kind. She just knows what she's good at and likes that she's good at it, and I can't really see her as like a mean horse. Even in an episode where they kind of do a personality switch on the characters, which I'll get to later, the horse that's quote-unquote acting like her is saying, race me now, I bet I'll win, which never really felt like something Tilly would do. She does do that at the end of the episode, but that's like the only time I remember her doing it. Maybe I'm misinterpreting her, but even though Tilly isn't my favorite, I am a forever Tilly defender, unless she actually does something bad. Like, Tilly just knows what she's good at. I don't know. Okay, so in the newest episode of WildManes, there is a bit more evidence of Tilly actually being a show-off. They all played soccer together. Bailey, Coco, Bridget, Cherie, and Tilly. And Tilly just kind of like stole the ball and played by herself the whole time. And that was not cool of her. I mean, she got in the game. I still don't hate Tilly. I can't hate Tilly. But, like, she definitely was underestimating Bailey, her teammate, and was just not letting anyone else play because she was doing so good. So, even though I really like her and I don't think she's that bad, I am glad to see some negative sides of her and see her actually be not great. But I still love her. And now I ship Bridget and Tilly, because in one okay, never mind. I don't need it. Okay, that's all. Bridget is a beige horse with pink hair and yellow eyes. She's a ballerina, but we barely see her dance. She's a very nice horse, and I really like her. Sadly, she is like underutilized in most of the show. She'll have like episodes, but if she's in an episode, it's mostly like, here, I'll let you use my dance studio, or I put an escape room in my dance studio, solve it to escape right now. And then she leaves. I really love her singing voice, especially in one of the newest episodes with a song. I just wish I had more to say about her. Before I move on to my favorite character, we have these 5 horses who appear in the show but don't have speaking roles. There's 4. Why did I put 5? There's 4. 4 horses. Let me fix that, even though I already read it. We have these 4 horses who appear in the show but don't have speaking roles. Zoe, Lana, Sunday, and Unnamed Horse, which I love Unnamed Horse. There's not really much I can say about them. The named ones have toys, so they do have some information about them, like Zoe is best friends with Tilly, and Sunday sells ice cream, obviously. But since they don't appear in the show, I don't really have much interest in covering them in detail. I do really like their designs, especially Sunday, and I hope they are used at least a little bit more in the show, and maybe we'll finally learn that other horse's name. But anyway, now for the most important part of this video. See, that wasn't hard at all. This video won't be that long. Finley is a white horse with green eyes as well as blonde and purple hair, and I love her. I love her so much. I love her. Like, did you see her? She has a little mermaid outfit. She's so cute. And the flamingos, do you see them? Look at them. Well, you can probably only see one. It's double-sided. It's double-sided if you didn't know. I just love her so much. She's a swimmer who owns her own pool, and I love Finley. I love Finley. Can you tell why she's named Finley? Cause of Finn and Finley. She's so awesome, guys. You have to believe me. You have to. It's not just her design I love, but like her personality. She's just like me. She's just like me. Finley is nice, like basically every horse in the show, but her main character trait is literally being indecisive about everything she does. She's always like, I like this thing, I think, maybe. She's just like me. She loves swimming. I love swimming. I always think I'm doing something wrong. She always is too. She also seems to be codependent, at least a little. Literally me. I'm literally Finley. I'm literally horse Finley. Horse Finley, as opposed to regular Finley. I love her silly voice, and oh my gosh, she's just so cute. There's a lot of things I am not going to do with my voice that I wrote in my script. I don't want to do that. I still love her though. A lot of the episodes I picked out to talk about in depth are about her. But before I move on to talking about a whole bunch of episodes, I need to share with you the episode that got me to actually watch the entire series. Yes, it has to do with Finley and Perla and Horse Yuri. I promise you'll understand, hopefully. Hopefully I'm not crazy. Hopefully I'm not crazy. So, this episode's called the Ninnymare. This episode starts with Cherie basically saying, not Cherie, it's Candi. So this episode starts with Candi basically saying, this is a music video episode, like she always does. I forgot to mention that Candi always does an intro if it's like a music video episode. I don't think she breaks the fourth wall in this instance because it's in her vlog format, though she is like, sing along to the song. So I'm not really sure how she heard it when she isn't even in the episode. Maybe the song got uploaded after they sung it. I don't know who's recording. Does that mean WildManes is staged? This is staged? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm not sure. Anyway, after the intro, we see Coco and Finley walking, and Coco asks if Finley wants to go to the beach. Finley says yes. But since she puts her hoof up when she said that, like an exclamation, she accidentally hits Tilly when she's running by. Finley immediately apologizes, and Tilly accepts it, but after that, Finley feels super bad about what she did. Coco tells her that it's fine and she'll forget about it. She won't forget because she's just like me. Beings like us never forget our mistakes. Anyway, they get to the beach and Finley accidentally pops Dreamer's unicorn floaty. Also, I think it's really cute that they have a lot of Pegasus and unicorn imagery, but that's my My Little Pony side speaking. And Finley is, again, very distraught by this, asking Coco, what is wrong with me today? Which I guess is a bit better than me going, what is wrong with me? Without even thinking about it, just being a today thing. Anyway, before Coco can even cheer her up, Coco feels her hooves tingling. You know what that means? You know what that means? Perla is on her way. And I don't know if I mentioned this either, but whenever Perla shows up to someplace, it always shows that damn animation of her dragging her cart, all majestical. It's always that damn animation. It's always that one. I don't know why. It always is. Perla says hi to both of them, and they both say hey, but it's in this sort of really weird way.
Hey, Perla.
Again, Perla has some sort of star power or something, because this is usually how every horse sounds when they see her. Well, maybe it's not star power. I don't know. It could be a mix of things. Perla talks about how Tilly and Candi and her are going to play volleyball, which we're not Bailey, but that's fine. And she asks if they'd want to join her, which I think is a bit rude, because unless this is 3v3 volleyball and someone else is going to join, someone is going to be left out. But I don't think she meant it in that way. Like, I don't think she thought about that. Perla reminds me a lot of Tsumugi Kotobuki from K-On! But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I have no idea what connects the two. Maybe it's that they're both lesbian. Coco says yes, but Finley is being an indecisive queen, as usual. Perla trots away to get the volleyball, while Finley laments about how she wants to be more like Perla. She even says that Perla's perfect. Perla overhears and comes back saying, "I'm not perfect." And literally Coco and Finley exchange glances that give me the idea that I think every horse in this town thinks she's perfect. I really think she has star power or something else that every horse is attracted to for her. Like, I don't know. I don't know why Perla is like, because she's not, like, for Candi. No, but Candi's young. I guess it makes more sense for Perla. And Perla looks like Hatsune Miku. That's probably intentional. That was probably really intentional of them to do. Anyway. But Perla says that everyone makes mistakes, but everyone is good. Finley downs it. Gulp, gulp, gulp. I don't know what she downs. Finley doubts it by putting herself down, just like me. And literally, the song that got me into the series starts playing. I'm sorry that you have to hear me cover it in this way, but I don't want this video to be copyrighted. I tried to put as much effort into this one as I could, at least. The original plan was to record every single other song, but since I don't really mention any song besides like one other one, I'm not doing all that unless you really want me to. But the project takes priority after this. This is literally the most lesbian thing I've ever seen. You may try to argue with me, and obviously I doubt they'll ever be confirmed in that way, but literally the moves they do, the fact that the lyrics are like you, the way you are, and their eyes, I swear I've never seen that happen before in the show. Finley's mouth is even like trembling. I've never seen them do that in the show before. Perla even winks at her like several times. What do you think? What does that mean? What do you think that means? I may be crazy, but I know what I see. I know what I see. As WildManes wiki comment says on the episode, there's literally no heterosexual explanation for this episode. And I agree. There's at least one person. One person. The song and dance goes on for literally 3 minutes, and let me say, is a bop. It's literally perfect for Finley. I feel like Perla definitely has feelings for Finley, and it's probably is the other way around, but because I know Finley is me, she probably doubts that the song and everything they did together was a romantic thing, because she's too indecisive about it all. Anyway, Perla literally asks after that, feel better? I don't know why she said that. And Finley says, maybe yes? She's just like me. Candi and Tilly come over, and Perla tries to get the ball from her cart, but turns out she lent it to Dreamer. Finley says that they can use her beach ball that was on her back the whole time. I never mentioned it. So they just use that. And everything was good. Also, Coco was there the whole time during the song. She was in some of the, like, choreography, because there's choreography to the song, but she didn't have any lines in it, so I wasn't sure what to say about her. Also, this is the only song where only one horse sings, so if that tells you anything. I hope I explained my thoughts on this well enough that you understand, and that I don't look crazy. I ship Finla, or Pearly, till I die. Unless they, like, confirm something, that would make the ship weird. But assuming they don't. Anyway, it's time for some shorter episode dive-ins. They're not gonna be as in-depth as that one, don't worry. This episode's called Supermare, and it's basically about everyone reading a book or comic, probably a comic since it's about superheroes, and Coco is the only one who's not reading it. While everyone is reading without paying attention to like anything else, Coco is basically saving all of their horse butts in the real world. 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 It's an alright episode, but I just think it's weird that everyone got sucked in this comic. Well, not literally sucked into this comic. That would be a Power Ponies thing. But still, none of them really seem like the reading type, besides maybe Cherie. I don't know why she gives off reading vibes, but she isn't even in this episode, so I don't know. Coco literally has to stop Candi's Ferris wheel from spinning off the hinges, like I said before, and Candi notices, but barely acknowledges it, but it's her Ferris wheel. And I know the whole point is that you should be an unseen hero no matter what, but it just really bothers me when this is so out of character for, like, every horse. Like, that comic must have some sort of magic. It's, like, ridiculous. Literally, the gift that every horse gives to Coco after they thank her and realize what she did, they give her a copy of Supermare. I think we should burn all copies of Supermare. Like, let's get in a group and burn all these copies before they infect any horse else, because that is not, no, we can't let this happen. Coco's gonna die, no one's gonna save her. Super Horse or Pony comics are not safe to read. We cannot read them. This episode is about the annual horse race. It's called One Horse Town. Tilly is really excited to race everyone and constantly proclaims that she's the fastest horse in town, and even with all that, I cannot hate her. She is not Rainbow Dash. She is Tilly. Tilly is nice horse. I can't hate Tilly. Like, if she was more arrogant like Rainbow Dash, like, I could see being, like, on the other horse's side, but she is not arrogant. She's just so excited and joyous to race, and the part that sucks is that no one shows up. No one. She literally gets scared because she thinks, like, it's a ghost town now, and she, like, runs trying to find anyone. But everyone just decided to go to the beach instead because they didn't want to race her. She was bragging too much or whatever. And I understand that bragging is annoying. I completely understand. And maybe in real life, I would feel the same way as those characters did when they went to the beach instead. But Tilly is so freaking nice, and I'd be so upset that I made her sad in that way. I guess it's fine, because they raced down the beach instead, and whatever. I think Tilly deserves better. Though again, when Tilly's on the ball in that episode, that's a bit of a different story. This episode's called Escape Room, and it's another music video episode. And this is the one with a Finley solo. We love Finley. We all do. We love Finley. Basically, Bridget makes an escape room for Coco, Dreamer, and Finley to solve. I talked about that a little bit. They're finding clues, all while Finley eats an apple that was on a plate. They find out that an apple was one of the clues. So yeah, this is completely Finley's fault. The apple did look really good. And even Finley said it was yummy. So it's fine, guys. She didn't do anything wrong. She then starts singing about how she wishes she could be as good as her friends. This is one of my favorite sound bites, by the way. I love the no, 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 no. It's beautiful. I love music. One of her lines in the song is literally, "Maybe I'm not as smart as they all seem to be, but that's okay. I'm just happy being me, even if it means I'm like the queen of feeling so little." And oh my god, I feel so bad for Finley. That's such a sad, like, line. Like, I don't know, WildManes don't do her like that. I'm gonna get emotional of her horse, which wouldn't be the 15th time. They escape the escape room, of course, but that line's gonna like stick in my head forever. I just want my girl to be happy. This episode is called Horseshoe Hunt. First off, I never mentioned Finley plays a trumpet. She is literally me, like, to the bone. In this episode, every horse has to go on a scavenger hunt for some horseshoes for charity, aka Bailey's Surfing Club. I would complain more, but I don't doubt that horse society is so good that there are no horses that have it bad. I wish we lived in that world. I also wish we were all horses. Both Coco and Bailey ask Finley to be their hunting partner, but she says yes to both. They don't know that, though. They eventually find out, but then they just decide to form a group of 3, and then they win. They totally have an unfair advantage, but since it was a charity event, it doesn't matter, I guess. But of course Bailey would win at her own charity event. Like, of course she would. I'm sorry. Snow Way is literally the worst episode in the series. It starts out as a simple Christmas holiday-like episode where it deceives you into thinking that you're going to see some horse holiday traditions or something, like how My Little Pony has, what's it called? Heartswarming Eve, and then they have holidays for all the other cultures. But guess what? It's a clip show. It flashbacks to 4 different episodes in the series, and they're like, well, wasn't that crazy? I'm glad I learned my lesson about blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Show me holiday traditions. Stop giving each other gifts and then reminisce about the past. I want a cozy holiday episode where they in the present. It's even more ridiculous to me because these are 5-minute episodes. I don't feel like you need to have a clip show episode when they're all the episodes are 5 minutes. I don't know. Also, they flash back to the previous episode, like the one right before this one. Did they think we'd forget? I don't know. Okay, I don't want to spend that much time on this one. Next. This episode is called Chill Out. This is the only episode where I feel like Finley does something I would consider wrong. Coco and Finley are planning out Bridget's birthday party, and they both agree on having it at the arena, don't know what the arena is, where hot cocoa and strawberry cake will be served. Finley is in charge of the decorations and the cake. So time skip, and we find out that Finley has decided that they should have their party at the pool and got pie instead of cake, even though she never told anyone about the changes she was making. I'm bad at communication too, I know that about myself, but Finley, don't play around when it comes to other people, horses, like, stuff. Finley says she forgot what the plan was, but that's why you gotta ask. I know you feel like a burden when doing that, but it's better than getting everything wrong. Sorry. But Coco and Finley both fight over cake or pie or whatever, and then there's pie everywhere. Dreamer and Bailey come to talk to them both individually. Finley laments about feeling like Coco makes all the decisions for her, and even though Finley's bad at it, she still tries. Coco laments about Finley not appreciating her help. They both make up and decide to both have pie and cake. I really do like this episode. This is one of my favorites. This episode is called Cookbook Chaos. Cherie finds a cookbook that says it may cause emotional outbursts and or changes in character. So let's just say things may get wild. They get Bailey, Tilly, and Finley to try out different flavors of macarons from the book. Bailey suddenly acts quote-unquote like Tilly, as they describe it, where she wants to race everyone and bets that she can beat everyone. Tilly acts sad all the time, and Finley acts very happy all the time and is also very decisive. They eventually cure them with plain macarons, but seeing how happy Finley could be makes me sad as well. But I know that version of Finley isn't like herself. But assuming that the effects are temporary or that you could cure it whenever with like a plain macaron, I feel like maybe, I don't know, it could be like a sometimes treat for every horse. To like whoever wanted it. I mean, it would have to be stated outright. Or maybe Cherie could sell them as like antidepressants. Either way, I wouldn't throw away the cookbook. That thing has power. It doesn't seem like completely destructive. I mean, I guess change of character is pretty disruptive, but I don't know. Like, I feel like you could use that. Maybe you could like make new character changing things. What if there's a villain? What if there's a villain and you need to make them not villain anymore? What if there's a villain? You gotta think about that. I'm like the conspiracy horse. I'm like the conspiracy horse in Wild. I sell like, I'm like Branch. I'm like Branch from the Trolls. Like, I think there's gonna be like an evil horse coming, like the Bergens. But I'm just wrong. I like that, actually. Wait, I like that character. I might actually make an OC for WildManes. I mean, I do in Roblox, but that doesn't count. Anyway, this episode's called Candy's Corner 2.0. And for some context, the name of Candy's vlog thing, Candy's Corner, that's the name. There was a previous episode that I mentioned briefly in her character overview where she filmed other horses but learned to stop. But I'd rather cover this episode in depth because it's more interesting to me. Candy is talking about a festival that she's participating in, and she gets hate comments calling her mid. That's the term they used. She then decides that she needs to spice up her vlog by putting herself in danger with crazy challenges like flying with balloons or jumping in a small pool from high up, like from the Flim Flam Cider episode where Granny Smith did that. I know it's a real thing. but this is the easiest way I can visualize it in my mind when writing. While Tilly encourages her because she thinks that type of stuff is cool, Coco obviously tells her to stop. Candi realizes that she should do her vlog the way she wants to and not be the next Mr. Beast, basically. She tells people that think she's boring to leave and never return. Yeah, I just think this episode is interesting. Don't be like everybody else, guys. I say as I am inspired to make commentary about a horse show by 2 other people, but at least I feel like I'm putting my own spin on it. I do kind of feel out of character, though. I took some of those macarons, I think. The next 2 sections will be about the game and toys, and they won't be too long, since I realized this video will already be way longer than I want it to. In the game, you can be your Roblox avatar or customizable horse, as I said before, and in it, you complete cooking minigames so you can deliver food to horses who ask for it. If you complete these quests, your friendship level will go up with them, and you unlock customization options that are related to the character. Personally, not to brag, but in the new update, they made Finley able to be leveled up because you couldn't really talk to her before, and I have fully maxed out friendship with her. I mean, she's easy to do that, but whatever. And not to brag, but my horse is like the most awesomest looking out of all the horses, and not to brag, but I bought the Thanksgiving Game Pass. I know, I look pretty cool. Thank you to the developers for fixing the Game Pass, because it was broken when I bought it, but I got into contact with them and they fixed it for me and everyone, so it was really nice. There's honestly not really much I can say. It's a fine game, but it's not much. I like Tilly's racing game, and Bridget's minigame is fine. I just want more. Like, maybe instead of just matching what Bridget does, it could be more of like a rhythm game, and maybe there could be a surfing game for Bailey. I think that would be fire. But I just wish the developers would well, because they were very nice to me. There's also 2 game exclusive characters, with one being Lucy. I love her design, but I'm pretty sure she's supposed to promote the other games being made by the same company, Free Ground. Also, she's a barista, so she should get a new job, because Coco's already a barista and we don't need more. And then there's the clown. So she's scary. And no comment. Now onto the toys. Oh my gosh, these are so much more quality than I was expecting, and honestly I think they're better than My Little Pony toys. I like their articulation, and even though I don't really like the fringe or bangs or whatever you'd call it, I still really like the hair. But honestly, nothing prepared for me for the accessories. I had asked for Perla and Coco for my birthday since Finley wasn't available, and they were both on sale. From what I remember, Coco was 10 and Perla was 5, both on sale again. Coco's cart is cool, and I love all the coffee and cake accessories, and especially this plushie is so freaking cute. I love the plushie. It's like my favorite things. They can hold like all of that, by the way, which is pretty cool. And then Perla walks in with her dang cart. Like, what the hell? Dude, a water toy, water fountain, a light up caravan? This is crazy for $5? I know it was on sale. Whatever. And I don't want to glaze any further because I'm not sponsored, but I really like these. But please don't buy horse toys just because I said I like them. I don't know where to put them. I have a whole My Little Pony figure collection, and I don't know where they're gonna go. In conclusion, I really like WildManes. I don't think the show could be called a ripoff of My Little Pony. It's definitely more than likely inspired, and they use pony a lot in their titles for the YouTube videos, but they're doing something pretty original, so I wouldn't brush them off. I mean, it's definitely for younger people, but I'm 17, so like I'm pretty young probably. Like there's probably at least one other 17-year-old watching this. Hi, you're probably watching this video if you're that obsessed with it. Anyway, I wish every horse is so beautiful and successful in the future. Also, I will announce my project next week, hopefully. I put a lot more effort in this video than I should have, so I need to do double time on my project now. I hope that's acceptable. So, yeah.